want to say a thank you to the Roberto Clemente family. You know, getting a chance to meet you guys, get a chance to spend some time with you guys in Pittsburgh this year was very special and dear to me. You know, just being a nominee is an incredible honor that a lot of players look forward to, and you know, now getting a chance to be a Roberto Clemente Award winner, it's tough to describe. You know, the legacy your father left, he was, you know, we can sit here and talk about the stats, what he did on the field. You know, he was a generational talent on the field, but he was a generational, you know, ambassador for this game off the field. You know, how he touched the lives of the youth, inspired this next generation of ball players, you know, that we see today. You know, we see so many young players that, you know, represent the game the right way, they play the game the right way, and, you know, they give back to the kids. You know, it goes back to, you know, 2018, you know, starting the Allrise Foundation. You know, I was sitting in the car, you know, talking with my family, and, you know, it's one thing that just got drafted, and they said, hey, what is something you want to, you know, do with your career? And you know, I said, well, you know, I see CC Sabathia, Derek Jeter, they all have foundations. Dave Winfield before them, you know, had a great foundation, and the way they impacted the youth and helped so many kids either going to college, you know, doing well in school, you know, things outside of sports, it was so special. So we started brainstorming ideas, you know, what kind of, you know, Catch a Fly Foundation, this and that, and we kind of stumbled upon the Allrise Foundation, which was, I think, pretty suiting. So, you know, just the work we've accomplished, you know, with the help from my family, you know, especially my mom, you know, just the lives we touch. It's just the beginning, you know, you know, this is just another, you know, step along the way. And
what was your reaction when you heard that you won, and what were you doing at the time when you got the call?
You know, I was actually at home in California visiting my parents. You know, my wife and I were there, and we were both working out, and I got a phone call from our PR, Jason Zillow, and he kind of said, hey, you got a minute? This is very important. And I'm like, oh, is there a trade going on? Is something happening? Like, what's going on? Something important. And then he was like, hey, can you sit down? And I said, yeah, what do you got? And he said, oh, well, you won the Roberto Clemente Award. And I was speechless. He was like, this is listing off everything to me, and I really couldn't speak for a while. You know, I told my wife, I was like, you know, this is, what do we do now? And she's like, oh, you got to call your parents, you got to call your mom. So, you know, we FaceTimed my mom and, you know, gave her the good news, because just the amount of hard work and dedication she puts into my foundation. And, you know, she had to pull the car over because when she heard the news, she didn't want to get in a crash, so she had to pull off on the side of the road to when we told her the good news. But it was just a special moment that I definitely won't forget.
I got a question. So how does it feel to be the tallest Roberto Clemente Award winner?
You know, me and Dave Winfield, we're out of eyes, so we might, you know, I think I tied the record, but this is just, like I said, a special moment. And, you know, just like, you know, you do with your platform, you know, when we get to this level, you know, in our careers and in our lives, you know, I said it earlier on MLB Network, you know, to whom much is given, you know, much is required. You know, we've been given so much, surrounded by so many great people, surrounded by great family and friends, getting a chance to play the game that we love. You know, this is what it's about, is giving back and helping that next generation to, you know, follow in our footsteps.
Yeah, you're doing it right, bro, and congratulations on this award. You're very well deserving of this and much more success you have in your life, and just want to say what's up, brother.
I appreciate it.
Well done. Mookie Betts with us. That's outstanding.